He can't take, he can't move here, can't move here, can't go here. So he's gonna go like here, 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 like something like that. One of those positions, maybe. Oh, he let me do it to him. Buckle up, Big Chungus. We're playing chess today. Here we go, Banks 22-3. We're playing another 15-minute with 10-second bonus time after every move. I really liked the match that I played earlier today. This is obviously the video for the next day, but it worked out. You know what? I got to think about the moves. I got to analyze the board. I felt really good at the end of that match. I just played a few blitz matches, and now, okay, please, I want this to work the way that it's worked before. If this guy takes, or even if he lines up, you can line this up as well. I think this is a good play, but if he takes, you take, you target this. If he goes here, you take. If he leaves this, you get to take and pressure. If he takes, you pressure. I really, really like this gambit to play against the Italian game opening. I guess it's called the Rousseau Gambit. Rousseau Gambit. I love it. This is like so much fun. It makes people think, especially at this elo. I'm playing against the guy at 855, by the way. I'm at 950. I don't know why it is such a huge discrepancy for this match in particular, but we're gonna play it. We're gonna have a good time. We're just gonna enjoy, and I am hoping. Okay, so this is, I think, the best move to play in this position because it does open this up so that if he jumps over here, it's actually not that good for me. However, I can just develop this naturally. I believe that this is correct. He can jump over here, and then I can bring my queen over. So if he does put me into check, I can just shuffle my king out of the way. If he goes over here, he targets the rook, but then I can just open this up and it goes into a checkmate situation. So overall, I'm actually really happy with the position so far, developing quite normally, quite nicely. Another thing that I could do if I wanted is target the knight. Now I can't do it because he moved. Good move, sir. If I push up here and then he takes, I'm gonna do this instead first, I think. Or, I mean, I could just jump over here. If he decides to take, that would be kind of crazy. Up here, he takes, and then I don't have anything. I could push one up and then this. That also doesn't really work. Interesting. Okay, I have to think about what to do here. While I'm thinking about it, while my brain is calculating some moves, I want to ask the question of the day today, which is, if you could have dinner with any person, dead or alive, who would it be? My answer might shock some of you guys. It might be kind of surprising, but I think it's a good answer. I think it's an interesting answer. I would love, I think, to have dinner with Judas Iscariot from the Bible. For those of you that don't know about the Bible, about Judas, he's the guy who betrayed Jesus for like a satchel of gold and silver. I would just be so curious to have dinner and a conversation with that guy. If you were alive in Jesus's time and you were able to witness the miracles that he was doing, and this is of course if you believe. If you don't believe, then you don't believe. But if you witnessed all the things that he did, if you lived with him for the years while you were an apostle, how could any amount of money be worth betraying him? That just blows my mind. I'd have to have dinner. I'd want to ask him all sorts of interesting, crazy questions. I would love to know your answer to that question as well. Who would it be? Dead or alive? Anyone in history? Who would you have dinner with? Okay, our friend here does decide to castle, which I do think is good. Now, if I push this up, I can take, I do need to develop these pieces. And so I think instead of attacking or anything, I'm just going to start developing. If I get this here, then I am able to target his light bishop. If he decides to take, I can take back with my queen. We're pretty happy with that. I'm liking the influence that I have over the center of the board right. I am also going to do my very best to not choke out this game, because if I lose, I'm losing 10 points of elo. If I win 6 points. I'll be happy with that. It's one step closer to getting to 1,000. But if I lose to an 855, which is not out of the realm of possibility with the way that I play sometimes, I would be pretty sad. Not gonna gonna lie, it would be painful, it would be hurtful, and I'm hoping to not do that today. Thankfully, Banks 22-3 or 223, I can't remember how I introduced him. Thankfully, he's thinking quite a bit. We've got a pretty solid time lead so far. Okay, if I take, he takes, I can take. I actually like that for keeping the position, but if I move down, it also changes nothing. He's at least 2 moves away from pressuring me. He could move down to pressure the knight though, which is interesting. So if I move back and he pushes down to pressure the knight, I would have to go, I mean, I guess I could go over here targeting his bishop then. That seems okay. I could also target this bishop. If he takes, I take, he takes, I take, it opens this up and I actually can't castle anymore. So I'm gonna move back. If he pushes here, I'm moving up here because I do not want to give away castling on my queen side, which is the plan after developing this and going through any bishop trades. I want to castle opposite of how he castled, mostly because my pawn structure looks a lot better on this side. His pawns are pushing up, so there's a little bit of an attack happening on this side of the board as well. But overall, still happy with the position. I'm thinking we're doing okay. If he doesn't push up here, we're feeling pretty good. If he does, we've got the answer to it. We don't have to think too long about it because I think that's just great. It puts pressure on his bishop here. He can't move his bishop here because I would take. Okay, now that's a little more interesting. So interesting. I didn't think that he was going to move the knight just yet. I could move up here, and then if he, oh, I see what he's trying to do. I should move my knight here so that if he decides to put me into check, I don't have to move and lose castling or take. I like this. If he goes here, I'm able to take, and then if he takes, I can take. If he goes here, yeah, he's kind of trapped here now because he can try to put me into check. I take, he takes, I take, end up ahead on material. If he goes here, I take. I like it. I like where we're at. This still exists, but is not as easy to get off anymore. We don't want to sacrifice anything just yet. I could push up. I mean, I could push up twice. If he takes, I get to take, or I get to take. Actually, that's pretty good too. And then if he does this, I can jump down. We got lots of options. We got lots of options. If he pushes up here, I take, he takes, I take. This is double protected. He has developed basically nothing, so seems like I'm doing okay. Seems like things are moving along just fine. Again, I do think I want to castle on this queen side. I just don't like the pressure that's happening. I think that's fair. We'll see. We'll check it out in the evaluation or the game analysis after this match, but overall, I'm liking where we're at. I don't have any, oh, I do have water. Look at that. I got my big water bottle. Hooray! Okay, so it does look like he wants to go for some sort of an attack here. So if I push up here, he takes, I can take, putting pressure on this. If he goes down here, I can still go here and we're perfectly fine. I could even move backwards and underdevelop, but I think this works great. If he decides to take, I will take with the knight. If he decides to close the position, I will probably just go down. I guess I could go up, sacrificing the knight so that he takes and then I take, but I don't see a reason to really sacrifice here. I don't think that's like in my best interest to get rid of that when we haven't exchanged any material so far. Giving up a knight that is developed seems not good. Seems like kind of a dumb, stupid thing to do. So I'm not gonna do that dumb, stupid thing. I think that works out perfectly fine. I think that's a great way to look at the situation right now. I imagine this or this is gonna be what happens next. I cannot see, like, this doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Maybe something like this, but even if that happens, like if he goes here and I take and he take, okay. So we're just gonna move down. I think that works out great. This position is closed. I can finally push up here after I get rid of this knight. This knight is bothering me. I suppose, oh, you know what I should have actually done? I should have have gone to D8, so I'm protecting this so I could pressure this. That's what I should have done. Ah, I see it now. I see it. I saw that this was for sure safe, but it's definitely gonna hinder my rook a little bit. I can still move my light bishop to C and get my castling, so I guess that it's not like the worst thing in the world with quite a few pieces like protecting the king on queenside. But yeah, little bit of a dum-dum doofus situation. What I could also do, okay, so he's looking, can't go here or here. He might go here, or maybe here. If he goes here to target this, I just take, so he's probably going here. That would be my guess. Let's do this. I can castle, move over and here. No, he's still protecting with this. That's the problem. This thing is dumb, dude. This thing's dumb. I don't like it, man. I mean, I could, okay, he moves here. I could move here. I just got a castle. There's so much happening on this side of the board. I don't like it. I don't like it. He could do this, but I could take. He can't do this. Okay, so now he's looking to do this. Well, he does this. I take. Wait, what's the idea here? If I take, he takes, I take. Oh, I should just do this. If I move my C pawn up, which does kind of suck, I move my C pawn up. Do I do that? Do I do that? If I move my C pawn up, if he takes, I take, and that's fine. Or I take, he takes, I take, he takes, I take, he takes with this, no good. I take, he takes, then I take, then I move this pawn up here. If he decides to take, I can take. That leaves this open, but it's not hanging. It actually gives me a line on the queen a few moves in. If he does this, I take, he takes, I can just take, that opens this up. So that's almost certainly not happening. If, yeah, I don't really know. I'm gonna be honest. I take, he takes, I take, he takes. That doesn't make any sense. I could just move over for safety. Like if he takes here, I'm not super worried about it. If I take and he decides to do this for some ungodly reason, I just take with the king. If I move over though, that's not a possibility. So if I move over, he takes, I take, this is just hanging then. No, it's not hanging because I got a rook. I'm stupid. We're moving the king over to safety, guys. We're moving the king over to safety. We're doing smart, good things. He takes, I take. If he decides to take, I take. None of this matters anymore. We're fine. I take, he takes, boom, boom, boom. That gives me this. I think we're still fine. I think we're still totally okay in a totally acceptable position. It's funny because I do upload a lot of content. I'm like a one-man superhero power show right now. I'm uploading a long form video every single day. I'm uploading a short onto YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok every single day. And I mentioned in the past, I want to get into live streaming some chess once again. I used to live stream back in the day, and I really want to do it again. I think it would be so much fun to live stream some of these longer games, have the chat going, having some conversations happening in between matches for a few hours. I'm setting all of that up. My OBS is primarily set up for recording these videos, so I have to do a few little things to actually make it live stream ready. That being said, once I'm ready, I will let you guys know where to follow me. I think I'm going to probably stream on Twitch, maybe on YouTube, and maybe on Kick. I'm definitely gonna stream on Twitch. It's so easy to get onto the platform there. Okay, this. Wait, I take, if I take, he takes, I take, he takes. We're kind of in the same weird spot. If I go up here, if I push up, he takes, I take, he takes, I take. I don't think that's good. Like I should almost do this. Oh, but he could en passant then. He could en passant me. What if I take? Then he can take or take here. What if I moved my rook and then this? Then if he takes, I mean, I'm sacking a rook then. Nothing makes sense in this position. I don't know what to do. Here, he takes. What if I go here? Oh, what if okay, wait a minute. What if I go here and then bring my queen over? Because that is getting very interesting if I'm like able to take or do something to this pawn so that I can get rid of this knight. Oh, I just don't know if that's good or not. I've got lots of time. I have to like think of what else could possibly happen. Like if he takes this, I don't really care. I take with the king and I've still got lots of protection over this. If I push up, he takes, I take, he takes, I take, then I guess I could do this. I'm ending up ahead, I think. There's just nothing, like if I do this, there's no world where he doesn't take, so I have to do that. It just makes the most sense. There's no world. I know that I shouldn't do this, but also I've got 2 bishops, a rook and a knight, and another pawn with the closed position here. Like yes, I shouldn't break the pawn structure up, but what is he gonna do? He has to take this. There's almost no world where he doesn't. What else could he possibly do? He can't do this because I take. He can't do this because I take. He just runs away. He just runs away. Now I get to do this. Wait a minute. I do this. If he takes, I take. If he takes, I take. He takes, I take. I'm up a piece. If he takes, I take. I push up, he takes, I take. If he comes here, I take. If he takes, I take. This just makes sense to me too. This just all makes sense to me. Everything is making sense. If he closes this position, then I hate it, but I can move my rook over to the C file and push up, putting pressure on his bishop, and then his bishop has to move, and we're back into kind of an interesting spot where position is closed again, but we've averted some threats. We've averted some threats, and maybe we can look at opening this up again. Okay, he does take this direction. I need to take with my dark bishop. I think that makes the most sense. It keeps, ooh, I do this, he pushes here. Wait, if I take and he pushes up, I have to move my knight. I could move my knight here or here, and then I'm retargeting it. Then I can target this, which is covered, but there's 3 pieces targeting that. I take, he pushes, I move here, I can retake. Think that makes sense, but if I take and he brings his queen here, now we have a hanging bishop? Not really, because if he takes, the pawn's there. I don't know what's better. Probably taking with the bishop just to keep the influence over the center of the board. That would be my guess. He might do this, and I can also just move backwards. That's also a possibility. Bishops have the ability to move forwards and backwards. Little chess pro tip, pieces can sometimes move backwards after you move them forwards. I know I'm changing the game here. Chess has only been around for 200 years, and you guys are hearing about it here first, but your pieces can move backwards after you've moved them forwards. Guys, this is a longer one, but I think it's going pretty well. If you like the longer chess matches, let me know in the comments down below. While you're down there, you can also do 2 more things for me. 1, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. I'll be hosting a little chess tournament here when I reach 2,000 subscribers. I'll be live commentating it. There will be prizes. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you want that to happen, you know what to do. And while you're down there commenting and subscribing, you might as well drop a like on the video. If you're made it this far, you're probably enjoying yourself, and it helps me and the channel out immensely. I would truly appreciate it. With all that out of the way, let's see if Banks 22-3 is actually an undercover superhero and is going to bash my skull against the curb, or if I'm going to do that to him. I will say I'm a huge fan of this 15 minutes with the 10-second bonus format. I have played it before, obviously, but the games do last quite a bit longer. There's also way more analysis, way more detail, and you get into very interesting positions like this. You also get to explore things a little bit more. People sometimes say that I play too quickly. Sometimes they say I play too slowly. I like to think that I'm just playing at the pace that I'm at as far as my skill level, and I really like exploring possibilities. It's one of the reasons I love chess, because every match is completely unique. The position you find yourself in is always going to be different, and so I love it. I have a good time doing it, have a good time playing. I'm just gonna keep playing the way that I like to play. I've definitely improved from where I was when I started this channel. If you guys go and watch the first video on this channel, which was uploaded like 154 days ago, 155 days ago, whatever it might have been, that is a crazy first few games, let me tell you. Okay, if I push up here, this is closed now. This is just hanging. He closed that off with his knight. I'm gonna absolutely take the knight for free. That feels pretty good. I'm very happy that I was able to see that, because he blocked his dark bishop off, under developing his knight for whatever reason. He just decided that would be a cool, fun thing to do today, I guess. And we are back in business, ladies and gentlemen. I think also this game is a testament to my opponent might be 100 elo below me. It's still a good game. I can't just willy-nilly throw pieces around the board, because the position can very quickly change. If I'm moving some of the wrong stuff. If I don't notice this and I'm like, oh, I gotta move my knight here to let him do this, to do that, which actually isn't even a horrible thing to do because I'll get a line on the rook, but I don't want to do that yet. I don't want to do that yet. We're not doing that yet. I'm taking the free hanging piece before I'm looking at sacrificing pieces to target other pieces that he might not notice. He probably will notice. Interesting. So now I can take with basically anything. I do like the idea of taking here. It's going to close off this. See, I like this to this to this to look at something like that. However, I can also do like this and then this and then this. Oh, that's nasty. If I'm up here and then this, and then if he goes like here, I just get to take. Interesting. I mean, I think we should just probably, or do I take with this to close this off? No other pieces are gonna be looking at that. So I should do this so that if he does like this or this, I mean, I can just take. If he moves his knight here, I take. If he moves his knight here, I could pressure it. And then he might go here or here. He might jump up here. I'm kind of liking the idea of this sacrifice. I'm not gonna lie. And oh wait, this sacrifice is actually disgusting. Guys, just a second, I saw something crazy. If I take and he takes and I do this and he moves his rook, that's checkmate. Oh, it's not checkmate, but it's damn close to checkmate. Okay, leave me alone. Sometimes I get a little too excited. Leave me alone. Maybe I don't do that just yet. Maybe I don't just yet, but I can do okay, he's doing this. Okay, that is, if I do this, he can take. I think this is all perfectly fine. I do this. Oh, I do this. No, I can't do that because he takes and then I take and then I lose my queen. But I can just move down and then I can do this and then I can do this and then I do this and then I do this. That could work. That could be something that's a little spicy. I could also do this and then this and then this and then move backwards, targeting this pawn again as well. Huh. We have some options. I'm definitely moving this corner rook over. That gives me this, which does guarantee that I'm able to win a rook if I'm able to get that sequence off. If he moves over this direction, if he moves over that direction, maybe I do something like this into this because this is protected by this bishop right now. So I actually can do that. Okay, so he's got a little bit of a fork on me. He does have a little bit of a fork on me. I'm just gonna move back once again. If he decides to take here, I take. If he decides to take this, I'll take. I'm still ahead by 3 material then. It kind of puts a little bit of a damper on my plans, but I think we'll be able to survive with slightly adjusted plans. We've also got pretty much double the amount of time as our opponent right now. So it's not the worst position in the whole wide world. Not the worst position ever seen on a chessboard, I think. Probably this. If he takes this, we do that. Guaranteed. I almost want to pre-move the pawn. I'm just gonna pre-move the pawn. That's how confident I am. Look at that. Look at my immaculate timing, guys. Pre-moving the baby pawn just to really solidify that I feel like I know what I'm doing. You know, I kind of feel like I know what I'm doing. Every once in a while, I make some big brain, hilarious plays. I can do this, and that opens a line on his queen, actually. If I open here, and then he moves over, and then I get his bishop for free. Ooh, wait, he does this? So now if I do this, wait, what is the idea here? He's moving this, but I want to do this so that he moves here or here. Even if he moves here and I take, he takes, but I want trades. Then I can do like this, oh, what do I do with this? Okay, his idea is something related to this, but if I put pressure on the bishop, I mean, if he just takes the bishop, then that is wild. Because then I do this, and if he brings his other rook, I have to do that. That just like, it makes the most sense. I want to be trading pieces. If he takes, that would be insane. If he takes here, then I take. So that would just be crazy. If he moves here, I think I still take. If he moves here, I take, he takes, I move this rook behind. Then what I do, look at this sneaky little guy. He's looking for something like this, but it isn't going, doing this to this. He can't take because I would take this to this. I'm just gonna do this. I think I'm just gonna do that. If he does this, I take, he takes, I take with the king. And then, or if he does this and I take and he takes, I'm able to take. So we're still ahead. Well, there'd be no universe where he goes here and I take and he doesn't take back with the queen. That would be insanity. So I think we're good. He takes here. I just take with this probably. I don't know if I want to get into a forced position where I'm trading my queen if I don't have to, if the order of operations works out that I can attack with something different. But we're also running our poor friend down to below 2 minutes of time now. And if you guys are enjoying this longer game, let me know. I will definitely play more 15-minute matches. I kind of figured people wouldn't sit through that long of a match, but hey, I edit them, like I cut all the dead air out if there's moments or points where I'm just sitting and chilling, not saying much of anything. So now I get to take this, and if he takes, I just get to take. I will always, every single day, sacrifice my rook to do that. Okay, so now I just get to go like here, I suppose. I'll just go here. If he does this, then I'm gonna do this, because I'm gonna, okay, so if I do this, he can't take, he has to move, or I lose a rook for him losing a queen. Right? I'm not crazy for that, am I? He's gonna wanna move, he can't move here, he can't take, he can't move here, he can't move here, can't go here. So he's gonna go like here, 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 like something like that. One of those positions, maybe, probably, possibly. Let's see. We need the Jeopardy music for this last minute here. That would be good. That would be very on brand, I feel like. Oh, he let me do it to him. Oh, he let me do it to him. No way. I get to do this and he has to take, or he's gonna do this and I can put him into check. Oh. It's just not fair. It's just not fair. I feel like it's not fair. It can't be fair. It's a 100 elo difference. It can't be fair. But like, honestly, that was crazy. He might do this and I'll do this. If he does this, I'll take. Yeah, that changes nothing because I don't care about that. I'm gonna do this. Should I? Oh, I should do this. Oh, this is even more disrespectful. Why would I not do this? He could push up, but then I'm gonna target. I think that works. If he doesn't move this pawn, that is mate. So he'll probably move this pawn. And then, oh, he didn't move the pawn. Oh, you played really well, Banks. I promise you did. You played very well. GG's, sir. I have made it beyond 950 elo. I'm feeling really, really good with how I've been playing the last couple days. Let's take a very quick look at this game review. There are 3 blunders. We're gonna look at those blunders specifically because those are probably the most teachable moments in this match. The first blunder here is after moving backwards, I actually said this. I should have moved my knight to the d8 square. That would have allowed me to pressure his bishop. If he takes, I take, he takes, I take, we end up in a better position. The blunder for my opponent after this was moving his knight here for some reason. And oh, this happened way earlier that I could have picked the free knight up. That is so interesting. Okay, I didn't even notice this one here. It's because I was really focused on this knight moving that I was like, what the hell's going on in the corner of this board? But that makes a lot of sense that I could have picked up a free knight there. The next position here that was a blunder. Again, a lot of these are from my opponent. It's not the most fair thing in the world when you play a 100 elo differential, but this was leaving their knight hanging a second time. I was able to capitalize on that. And then we had, immediately after this little exchange of pieces here, we had a blunder with the bishop. I'm now able to win material through a discovered attack, which was, the idea was this to get the queen. I had a slightly different discovered attack on the bishop, which I have no idea why this is best. I attack, and if he attacks, okay, wait, I attack, he attacks, but he's attacking because he wants to protect this instead of this, and then he takes, and then I'm able to take. I guess it kind of works out to be the same. The way that my brain usually works is if I see the same piece attacking the same piece and I can quickly evaluate that it's an even trade of material, sometimes on autopilot, I will just automatically take because I'm like, well, of course I want to get rid of that. That doesn't seem very good. Now, granted, it was protected by the queen. I'm just saying, when you're playing somebody at such a big differential, taking so much time to spot some moves, I was hopeful. I was thinking maybe it could happen. But as you can see by the evaluation bar, after that blunder, the rest of the match was pretty much sealed. There was not a lot of hope after my opponent left his queen out to dry, and we did get the checkmate with the pawn. So I am the big Chungus today. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.